Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs and welcome back to Decidedly Vanilla. How are you guys doing? I'm doing a little bit better than I was at the start of the last episode. Still haven't quite recovered all those levels I lost, but not too bad in general. I managed to get my item frames all set up in the portal over there. It's looking pretty fantastic. And today, I'm going to start a brand new project. I want to build myself a creeper farm. I have long-term plans for gunpowder and stuff in this world. I don't want that to sound too sinister. I'm not planning on griefing everybody's bases, but I do want to produce a large amount of TNT for a thing I've got planned. A little bit of a mini game, shall we say? It's not going to be anything too malicious, but I am going to start some kind of mini game. We don't really have a games area on the server, as far as I know. There might be some area around spawn that we could use. I know there's a desert nearby that maybe we could convert into something or other. But anyway, we can figure out the ins and outs of it. There's going to be a lot of preparation work goes into just making this minigame, because I will need a lot of wood, I will need a lot of TNT. There's some fun stuff in the works. So what I figured I wanted to do, because this island doesn't really have a whole lot of room on it for like builds, and I do want a lot of this to look like a city, I don't necessarily want my creeper farm to be on the island, and of course creepers won't spawn naturally on the island, so there are many reasons why I shouldn't build a creeper farm actually in the bounds of the Mushroom Island itself, which means, in this case, building it out there in the ocean. Now, what kind of thing would you expect to find in the ocean around a kind of fairly well built up port like this? I'm thinking cruise ship, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to build a ship out here in the harbor. To be honest, I will probably build a creeper farm there first, just kind of in a big concrete or stone box or something, and then we will end up with the outer shell of it looking like a cruise ship. So it's going to be a pretty big build. Not sure we'll get it done in today's episode. In fact, I'm fairly certain that I won't, but at least maybe we can make a start on the creeper farm component to it. Now, a key feature of creeper farms is having cats, because cats are the things that creepers will run away from. They scare creepers, so cats actually allow you to control the movement of creepers inside the farm and guarantee that they're going to walk away from the cats into some kind of killing mechanism to harvest gunpowder en masse. So the first thing I need to do is get my hands on some cats. Now, I do not have any cats here at the island. The nearest jungle is probably a few hundred blocks away in, I think, that direction, or maybe north. So I think I can probably find one fairly easily there. I might have to clear out a little bit of land, so I'm going to be doing that off camera and on a live stream that's going to happen today, and we will get that figured out. When I say today, I mean today when I'm recording this, probably not today when this video comes out, but yeah, I will see what we can do about putting together a creeper farm out there in the bay, and then maybe we'll work on a little bit of the decoration today, depending on how much stuff I manage to get done on camera. But technical things and stuff like that, like, I don't tend to do too much of that stuff on streams unless it's very straightforward, because a lot of the time if I'm doing redstone or if I'm doing something a bit more technical, I tend to get a little bit confused. I tend to have to stop and think about it, and me stopping and thinking every 5 seconds to go, have I done this right, and kind of stand back and look at it is not always the most entertaining thing to do on a live stream. So I feel like we'll probably do a bit of the resource collection. We'll go out and find cats, we'll have a bit of an adventure, and then maybe we'll come back when the creeper farm is ready to be built. So, as you can see, I have become a crazy cat person. On the live stream, we managed to pick up a second cat, and since that time, we have amassed a pretty decent-sized army of feline companions, which is going to be fantastic for the creeper farm. Looking forward to putting it all together. A couple of other things came up on the live stream, including Sloy's inability to spell the word hi. And we have ourselves a Trident that I got actually from a drowned in the wild, which I'm really happy about. The first time I've actually managed to get one that wasn't farmed from Nash's drowned farm. And I put Riptide on this Trident. Oh, and I got myself my second slime head. I was hoping to keep that as something of a reveal, but apparently I can't stay out of my inventory for long. So I now have Riptide, which means I can do this. Oh, good lord, I'm so high up. And it works really well if you've got your elytra open already when you hit the water, because then you can just coast around comfortably until you come to a land. And obviously if it starts raining, you're pretty much flying indefinitely, which is really cool. I still haven't had a chance to try it properly because, of course, the rains tend to get swept away and slept away, I suppose, as well, very quickly on this server, because everyone is trying to sleep still to avoid phantoms. Phantoms aren't too much of a problem, but for some folks who are still kind of getting their gear together and everything, some folks have started off their season a little bit slower than me. I'm one to race ahead. You guys know me, but yeah, there are definitely some people who still need to sleep and avoid phantoms and would rather not mess with the whole phantom deal. So yeah, we have to spend a little bit of time alone on the server to even think about getting a decent rainfall, much less a storm. I have a channeling trident now as well, thanks to the wonderful thing that is Nash's Trident shop. And I put channeling on my initial trident because I've got loyalty on that one as well. And since then, I have not seen a single storm. And not that I would really be able to do much with it, but it is a consideration if we're making a creeper farm out here in the bay that potentially we could start making charged creepers, getting ourselves some zombie, skeleton, and creeper heads that way. That's an exciting proposition. One of the guys on my Patreon server even has a wither skeleton with a skull farm that relies on using charged creepers to kill wither skeletons that he's teleported in from a nether fortress via nether portal, and he gets a skull every single time. It's actually a really, really effective farm because, of course it is, it uses charged creepers, but the upside of that is, yeah, getting charged creepers in the first place takes a little bit of effort. Luckily, I think I have a pretty decent design for a creeper farm. The mechanics are fairly straightforward, so it's just a matter of assembling the thing and making sure that our mob spawn rates can be as low as possible elsewhere. So you basically got to maximize the likelihood that a creeper will spawn inside the farm. Now, of course, in this area, we have a large amount of unspawnable space in the form of this mushroom island, so I'm hoping I can set up a place to AFK that's somewhere on the island, and that way I'm loading in as few caves as possible down below. But of course, if we need to, we could always, if we're building a giant ship around this, then we will hopefully be able to set up like a crow's nest position or something, somewhere we can AFK that isn't going to load in quite as many caves down here, but because we're surrounded by water and right next to a mushroom island, there's going to be limited number of spawns on the surface, and all of the creepers should just spawn inside the farm. That is my hope anyway. And to that end, I'm going to be building the creeper farm probably out here somewhere. I want it to be within range of the island, but I'm a little bit concerned that if I'm not close enough, then we won't get any spawns and the stuff's going to despawn before it actually dies and drops gunpowder, that kind of thing. So I'm thinking out on this edge of the island here is where we're going to build it. Let's get on with that, shall we? Oh my goodness, you guys, there's a thunderstorm happening. Right, I need to get somewhere where there are creepers, and my creeper farm is not ready yet. Oh, and Core is having a rough time. I feel real bad. I just told him to not sleep, and he's just getting impaled by drowned right now. Okay, let's fly out to past Beastie's base. Beastie's base looks so good. I fly past this thing on stream occasionally, and I'm like, this is incredible. I want to get myself a charged creeper. I want to see a charged creeper IRL. And, I don't know, maybe there's some skeleton horses going to be out here as well, although I think they only spawn in biomes where you get horses, but I used to get them in my jungle all the time, so still not certain exactly how often we're going to see them out here in the wild, but, oh, I'm running out of fireworks. I really should have brought some more fireworks for this. I just heard the thunder and got instantly excited. So let's see if we can pop down here to Llama Town. Let's see if there's... Oh, there's a plains right here. Oh, okay, cool. Let's see if we can find ourselves some creepers. Probably won't take super long. I only just got out here, but I have a channeling trident now, thanks to Nashcrafter's shop, and I cannot wait to strike some stuff with the lightning. Let's see how this works. Now, I am not even seeing any hostile mobs for once, which is unprecedented, but it looks like there are some sheep down here. Let's at least try it out on the sheep. Looks like we actually have to hit something before we get to... That's ludicrous. Oh, my days. Oh, so good. So good. Riding the lightning at long last. Speaking of which, hello, some skeletons over there. Get wrecked. Oh, that's so good. I mean, I know the lightning probably doesn't do a huge amount of damage. The fire goes out pretty much straight away because of the rain. And tridents are still not the best thing for taking out overworld mobs. They're better at, like, underwater mobs than anything else, but just being able to do that is incredible. The sound it makes is tremendous. And if there's a creeper around here, oh boy, we're going to see a charged creeper for the first time. Oh, we got the lightning strike nice and nearby. What is that running around? Oh, that's a skeleton. It's being chased by a wolf. That's why it's running. I was like, why is that thing running around? I had no idea. Right, let's get this zombie out of the way. I saw a creeper in the distance, and I want to make him my first charged creeper ever. Oh, this is going to be exciting times. There it is. There it is, a charged creeper. This is literally the first time I've seen one of these in survival. It's so cool. All right, let's see if we can get ourselves a zombie head, maybe. I don't know. Where's there going to be a zombie nearby? I'm so excited for this, though. I've never been able to use a charged creeper for this before. And yes, you can build farms, and that's what I want to do with the creeper farm, ultimately, is I'm going to... If we're turning it into a cruise ship, I want to build, like, the pool. And the pool is going to be, like... it's going to be an area of water, like, roped off at the side. Okay, we got some zombies coming up here. We also got a sheep there. And I feel like having a charged creeper blow up is probably a good means to get ahead of any kind... There we go! One charged creeper explosion. Is there going to be... There's a zombie head! Oh, this is my first time obtaining a mob head like that in survival. This is incredible stuff. We also managed to take 0 damage from that charged creeper explosion. Look at that! Oh, got a zombie head for the first time. Let's see if we can get a creeper head as well. Let's supercharge this guy. Let's take out this zombie, and let's see if we can find ourselves a creeper to... blow up with his friend here. This is so good, though. Man, the rush. I have not done anything with channeling yet, and this is incredible. Oh, good stuff. Right, where do we find a creeper? Where's a creeper at? Everything else on the plains right now is just zombies and spiders. The occasional skeleton hiding under the trees. I guess we could get skeleton heads as well. But yeah, I want to build a pool of like a kind of containment area. There's a creeper over there. I want to build a little containment area in the cruise ship where we can channel some of the creepers up and eventually... Oh, come here. Yeah, here we go, buddy. Here we go, buddy. Yeah, we can move some of the creepers into a space where there's going to be water around, so they are a little bit more kind of... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a skeleton shooting at us from behind. We do not want that to happen. Boom! Okay, did that take out the creeper? But yeah, I want to be able to have an area where I can supercharge like a whole bunch of creepers at once instead of having them die. Obviously, that means name tagging them and then waiting for a storm, which is going to be a little bit intense. Did that even blow up? That must have blown up the creeper that was following us. Did we get the head, though? It doesn't look like we did. Oh, that's a shame. You over there, you will be my next target. Shaboom! And let's see if we can find another creeper in the vicinity who we can blow up using this guy. The problem is with the more you spend time out here in the thunderstorms, the more the zombies are going to come for you. And the zombie villagers as well. Is that a zombie nitwit? I think that's a nitwit. We don't need to worry too much about curing that guy. All right, you. Come over here, fella. What happens if a skeleton kills a charged creeper? I assume more or less the same thing happens, right? I need to get out of the plains for a second. Let me heal. Oh, they're standing right next to each other. This is perfect. Conditions are perfect, folks. Let's make it happen. Come on. Come on, explode. Oh, the other one blew up first. That sucks, but the sheer size of the crater we've got going on here. This is ludicrous. You've really got to time it well, though, to get 2 creepers to explode like that. This is why people build farms for this stuff, you guys. We really need to time it well. I'm decimating this place as well. I feel really bad. I should come back here and like re-terraform this afterwards, but I'm just leaving craters all over the place. Mind you, I don't think anyone's like really out here, so I'm kind of okay with it. Okay, looks like the thunderstorm has stopped. We're not getting any more charged ones. Oh, well. At least... Oh, skeleton horse trap. Okay, let's stay away from that for the moment. At least we got ourselves a charged creeper zombie head. Amazing stuff. That's so, so cool. I cannot wait for the next thunderstorm. But it looks like the sun is about to rise. I will head back to making my creeper farm. But that was a fun experiment. I like that. I think this is just about done. I think this is about as far as I'm willing to go with it. Anyway, let's hop down here really quick, and I'll try and show you, demonstrating on one of these levels here, what exactly happens inside this creeper farm before we close the whole thing off and we actually see if this thing works entirely. I still haven't set up the collection mechanism or anything, haven't completely sealed off the top there, but that is basically the only stuff we still need to do. That, and maybe put in some kind of mechanism that drives the creepers out towards the swimming pool area, towards like a bubble column or something like that that's going to carry them up to the surface so that I can zap them with lightning and explode them cautiously in the range of something else. So the idea behind this whole thing is that creepers, for a start, run away from cats. So I needed to breed a lot of cats. There are 14 on each level. I think there are 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cats on each level. So that's 14 times 4 levels. That's 56 cats. So that's a lot of cats, first of all. It took me a long time to breed all of them, and because I'm a weird perfectionist, I did have to put in like a ginger one, and then a Siamese one, and then a ginger one, and then a Siamese one. They actually kind of alternate, which is dumb because nobody's going to see them, and it's even worse now that I've put slabs in front of these. So when creepers spawn in here, they get scared of the cats. The slabs in this case actually stop the cats from moving forward, because cats are trolls naturally in real life and in Minecraft, and they will actually kind of stalk the creepers a couple of blocks, so that the creepers run away even further. They'll kind of mess with them. The problem with that is that means cats are moving out of position, and that messes up exactly where the creeper pathfinding takes them. The idea is that they run away from the cats and find themselves running over these trapdoors, which, like most mobs, they sense as full blocks, even though they're not. They fall down into the water down there, or rather onto some magma blocks, which we're going to place a little bit later. And the reason I haven't done that already is that magma blocks have that wonderful mechanic where they retain whatever the light level was that they were last exposed to. So right now, with it being full daylight, if I place magma blocks down there, they're going to have like a daylight value, and that's going to make it very bright down there, which means that we might not get as many spawns. So ideally, before we place the magma blocks, we want this entire thing to be enclosed so that no light can possibly get in, and that will provide a completely dark environment in which creepers can spawn by the bucket load. And then I will have to AFK pretty high up in order to make sure I don't load in any caves below here, because there is a cave system down there. Most of it is lit up because it's quite close to the slime farm, but there are still definitely some spots I noticed with my camera account where there are going to be some issues. Either we go around and light that up, which I will probably do in the fullness of time anyway, or alternatively, when we build the kind of cruise ship kind of thing around here, maybe one of the giant kind of funnels on the top or something like that, I will end up making an AFK room in so that we can AFK for the creeper farm, get ourselves tons of gunpowder. Now, the slabs in here are to prevent spiders from spawning, because there are 2 things that will actually spawn in a too high space like this, one of which is creepers, the other of which is spiders. Zombies and skeletons and stuff won't spawn if there's a trapdoor above them like that, because it's just not quite enough height for them, whereas creepers and spiders are naturally lower to the ground. They're a little bit shorter. Spiders need a 3x3 area to spawn, though. So by placing a slab every 3 blocks, we actually limit the amount of space that they can spawn, and I tried to arrange it a little bit so that the cats here with the slabs in front of them, so we can place a limited amount of slabs, the least amount of slabs we possibly could. But I didn't know about the spider spawning mechanic when I set up these little cells for the cats, so they are each 3 blocks apart, which is a little inconvenient, but I guess that's what we got to do. I wasn't quite sure if maybe if we put them 4 blocks apart and I spaced the slabs kind of every 2 or 3 blocks like that, then maybe the creepers would kind of walk to a spot in between 2 of these cats and not move away any further, whereas I think they will try and get like 5 or 6 blocks away from a cat most of the time, so I think this should all work. It's really my first time building any of this stuff, so I'm kind of going on, I'm not following anybody's design in particular, as usual. I'm kind of going on my own intuition, my own kind of knowledge of the mechanics, what I can look up on the wiki, and then kind of coming up with a design on my own. And I've seen these in action before, but I'm not following anyone's sort of blueprint as such. So one of the things I'm going to do now is close off the top here to some of the skylight, and hopefully that will lead to a few creepers spawning in here so we can test it. And then we're going to build in the kind of collection mechanism down here. I've deliberately left a few blocks below this so we have room to put a minecart rail, kind of minecart hoppers and stuff down here without having to, dry out all of this section of the water or anything like that. But ultimately, this thing here is going to be like the engine of the ship, if you like. It's going to be kind of, this is where the engine room is. The ship itself is going to be kind of huge and is going to be probably in very close proximity to the island and some of the icebergs, ironically. So we will try and maybe move some of the icebergs so it doesn't look like the ship is about to crash. But these sections of land over here that I've reclaimed can go if they need to. It's just, I really wanted to map out the terrain here just to see exactly what the boundary of the Mushroom Island biome was that we were working with. Give or take this section down here, which isn't really rendering in super well right now. The slime blocks are kind of dodgy, and I think it's Optifine that's doing that. But anyway, yeah, the majority of the stuff, the work for this creeper farm is now complete. We can get to work on testing it and hoping that it works. Fingers crossed for me, folks. And then we'll see where we can go from there. It works! It works! Look at this, we got half a stack of gunpowder in each chest already! That's incredible. Oh, good times. I love it when a farm comes together, I really do. And I do love it when I can come up with something like this that's, sort of based on what I've seen other people do, but is not anyone's specific design. It's mine, and I'm really, really proud of it. I feel like whenever stuff like this comes together, I can actually say I know a little bit about Minecraft. It seems weird saying that, obviously, because I do so much building and everything, but when it comes to the technical side of Minecraft, I really feel like I am getting to grips with this game in a completely different way. And it's totally what I wanted to do with this series, and I'm so happy that we have this now, because this means I can get a firework factory together without having to beg, borrow, or steal gunpowder from other people. It's going to mean that I can get the TNT I need to do some of my fun projects that I have planned. And ultimately, it means that I can build a giant cruise ship around this, which is going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to that immensely. But guys, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Decidedly Vanilla. My name has been Pixlriffs. Don't forget to leave a like on the episode if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye for now.